Hello, kindergartners. So recently we have been talking about the order of events in a story and how to figure out what is the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. So we are going to read Mrs. Wishy-Washy's Farm, and at the end we're going to figure out what was the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. But first, we are going to fill out this chart about what we know about the farm and what we know about the city. So, what do we know about the farm? Different animals, different farming equipment. What do we know about the farm? Maybe we know about that there's cows, or a tractor, maybe some pigs, and a barn, and a horse. And what do we know about a city? Maybe that there's loud noises, lots of traffic, and tall buildings. So keep in mind of all these things that happen at the farm and in the city when we read this book. And remember, at the end, we're going to figure out what was the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. So, Mrs. Wishy-Washy's Farm. By reading this, the title page, what do you guys think that Mrs. Wishy-Washy is going to wash? Maybe a horse, maybe? Or a cow, a pig, and a duck? I guess we'll find out. This is Mrs. Wishy-Washy, and this is her farm. Here is her house, and her truck, and her barn. Do any of you guys live on a farm? Or have an old truck or an old barn maybe? Here by the barn is the old tin tub where all the animals go for a scrub. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, moo, the cow cries. I hate this old tub, I got soap in my eyes. Do you guys like taking baths at home? Or have you ever got soap in your eyes when you're taking a bath or a shower? Not a fun feeling, right? Wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Ee, the pig squeals. I've been scrubbed from my nose to my heels. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Quack, the duck moans. I got studs in my feathers and aches in my bones. The scrubbing is over, the tub goes away. No more washing, the animals say. Moo, ee, quack, quack, quack. Bye, Mrs. Wishy-Washy, mean old Mrs. Wishy-Washy. We're leaving you and we won't be back. Why are the animals leaving? They're just gonna go. Where are they gonna go? How do you think Mrs. Wishy-Washy's feeling right now? Fast down the highway, they run side by side. Where will they go? And where will they hide? Ee, the city, squeals the old pig. We'll go to the city where the barns are big. Do you think that there's barns in the city? There was no barn at the city in the column that we made. But the city is as wild as a farm stampede. There is nowhere to rest and nowhere to feed. The three hungry animals walk into a barn. There is food on the dishes, but it's not like the farm. Does this look like a barn to you guys? The cow looks around with an anxious face. I think we could be eating in the wrong eating place. Uh-oh. Along comes the cook with an angry shout. You'll be roast on toast if you don't get out. Uh-oh, hopefully they don't get cooked over. They run for their lives to the barn next door and find themselves in a hardware store. Oh no. What would you guys do if you walked into a hardware store and there was a bunch of animals in there? Then a van pulls up and two shakes of a tail. It's a pickup van from the animal jail. They're taken away. Oh, what bad luck from where the cow and the pig and the old poor duck. Uh-oh, look at them. They're in the back of a jail. They sit in a huddle, hungry and pale, in the cold, muddy cage of the animal jail. Then the unhappy cow and the pig and the duck hear the chug, chug, chug of the old farm truck. Who do you think is coming to save them? They moo and they squeal, they quack and they cheer. It's dear old Mrs. Wishy-Washy. She is here. Do you think that they're so happy to see Mrs. Wishy-Washy? Far from the city and back on the farm, the animals run to the old red barn. Hopefully it's the right barn this time. Now, Mrs. Wishy-Washy fills up the tub. Come on, you three. You need a good scrub. Do you think that they need a big bath after what they went through? Oh, bliss, says the cow as she jumps right in. Oh, bliss, says the pig with a happy grin. Oh, bliss, says the duck, splashing in with the rest. There's no doubt about it. Home is best. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Why do you think that the animals changed their mind about not wanting to leave Mrs. Wishy-Washy's farm? Maybe because they miss being at home. So after we read this book, can we decide what happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story, you think? So what do you think happened at the beginning of the story? They took a bath and then they ran away, right? So in the middle, what major event happened in the story? In the middle of the story, they ran away to the city and then they ended up going to jail. So, what happened at the end of the story? Who saved them? So at the end of the story, Mrs. Wishy-Washy saved the animals. And that was the story of Mrs. Wishy-Washy's farm.